All right, so we had a question on the ADL forums by Sean. He asks, I simply want to be able to place a bid in the market and have the algo automatically place an offer in the market 5% higher up on the ladder. So the bid price times 1.05 and vice versa. If he places an offer, he wants the bid to come in at 5% lower on the ladder. And he also asks, how do I link this algo to the MD Trader so I can have a custom button to click before I place the order? So these are some great questions that I thought would easily be answered by building an algo myself and showing everybody. Now you can see we have our order instrument, we have our price and our order quantity. And each of these is set to order instrument, order price, and order quantity. And what that does is it enables OTA, which is an order ticket algorithm. And this means you can launch this algo from the MD Trader window instead of in the Algo dashboard, which makes it faster and simpler to launch your algos. And I'll show you that in a minute. Now we have all these inputs that go into our entry order block. And you can see that this block is a gradient color. It has two different colors in it, and that's because it's a flip for sell. Now what that means is when you click on the buy side of the MD Trader window, you'll launch the algo from the buy side. And similarly, if you click on the sell side, if you click on the offers, you'll launch this algo from the sell side. But when you're building the algo in the canvas here, you always have to make sure you're building it from the buy order side. That enables all the flip for sell blocks to work correctly. So you can see we have our entry order here, our instrument, our price, and our quantity are input in this block. We have this add OK port, and the message, once the order is added, comes out of here and goes into this message info extractor. We extract the limit price, the order quantity, and the is buy. Now with this block, these inputs update before the message is transferred out of this output port. So that means you'll have all the correct information when the algo submits your cover order. So it extracts the limit price here. It times it by your user percentage. We're using a 5% right now. It multiplies that limit price by the user percentage. And from that, we round it by the minimum price increment, which is the tick, to make sure it accurately enters in a price that's recognized by the exchange. Then we have an add block here, which is a flip for sell, you can see. That means when you're launching the algo as a buy, it makes sure that this is a plus sign. And if you're launching it from a sell, it turns this plus sign into a minus sign. This makes your algo versatile, so you're able to run it from both the buy and the sell side without having to make two different algos. And you can see this price is plugged into our cover order. You can see that the order quantity that's extracted from this add OK message is also plugged into our cover order. And we can tell if it's a buy or sell by this is buy port. And I have created an export value so we can check in the Algo dashboard when we launch our order. And lastly, just a safety check here. When the discrete message is output from this message info extractor, I have a value accumulator here set to 1. And once it receives a message, this output port will say 1, and once it equals this 1 number block here, this turns to true, and we shoot off our cover order just as a safety precaution to make sure that all the information's been received. Okay, and once we're done, we want to save the algo. Saving here. And we also want to deploy the algo so we can run it from the MD Trader or from the Algo dashboard. So let me refresh this. You can see that our sample algo here, the bracket percentage sample, is currently in the Algo dashboard, but Sean wanted to run it from the MD Trader. Now, if you click this drop-down menu, you can see our algo is all the way at the bottom right here, the bracket percentage sample algo. Now, this means that this algo is currently in OTA. You can launch it from the MD Trader. So if we click this, you can see that our user-defined parameters pop up here. We're going to keep it at 5%. And if I select an order right here on the MD Trader, if I click this bid, we should see that it will enter our bid order, our buy, and it will also enter our sell order 5% higher than this current price. So if I click here, it's starting and it's working. You can see our bid right here. Then also in the audit trail, you can see that entered in our sell cover order at 5203. Likewise, if I select the algo in this drop-down menu and I click the offer 49.70, we should see the exact same thing happen. And it submits our offer at 49.70 and it submits our bid at 47.21. So that's a great question, and I hope this small example helps you understand flip for sell functionality and OTA functionality launching an algo from an MD Trader.